Hello and welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Top Doc Interviews. My name is Dr. Derek Barron, and I want to thank you for joining us today. Today, we're talking about a very important topic, and that is how to find a great chiropractor online. And today, we're extremely fortunate to have Dr. Kelly Miller of Miller Clinic for Optimal Health in Temple Terrace, Florida. Now, Dr. Miller, if you don't mind, would you give us a bit of background on yourself and your practice?
Sure, Dr. Barron. I've been a chiropractor for almost 35 years. I'm a 1980 graduate of Logan College of Chiropractic in St. Louis. I've done postgraduate work as an industrial occupational consultant through Northwestern College of Chiropractic. In 1991, received my certification in acupuncture through New York College of Chiropractic in 1996. Later in 2001, I received my certification as a naturopathic doctor. And this last year, I've taken some time off and I completed a fellowship in aging regenerative medicine out of Brazil. So these days, I take care of a lot of aging baby boomers who want to keep moving well, thinking well, and looking well.
Well, that sounds great. And again, Dr. Miller, thank you so much for taking the time out here. I'm excited because you're not just a chiropractor, you're also a naturopath and an acupuncturist. So you just have a tremendous knowledge base that we'll kind of hit on today. So thank you again for your time. So the really big question everyone has these days is, how do you go about finding a good chiropractor, especially online? So as an expert in the field of chiropractic, could you give us maybe 2 or 3 tips on the best way to find a chiropractor online?
Sure. The first thing I think we should look at is what does their website look like? What kind of problems does this doctor communicate that he does really well at? How long has the doctor has been in practice? Nothing against a new practitioner, but if you get a little gray in your hair, after 20, 30 years, you pick up a few more things. And I think you need to look at on their website, are there testimonials available, which I have on mine, and also are there reviews available, that people reviewed the practice and the doctor. I think those are the things to look for.
Well, that's excellent advice, Dr. Miller. I really do like the part about where you're truly telling someone to go out and essentially research you, because if you have patients that have spoken on your behalf online, it's great for you to say how good you are, but when a patient can actually speak on behalf of the services that you've provided to them, it's a great way for them to understand, I'm a legitimate patient to see this doctor. And again, because of your vast array of knowledge, you treat so many different conditions. It's great for them to see that, here's a low back patient, or here's a shoulder patient, or in your case, a weight loss, or a diabetic patient, or a heart patient. So it's a great way for them to learn about you and what you offer in your practice.
Absolutely.
All right. So if someone was looking for a chiropractor, or such as yourself, a naturopathic physician in the Temple Terrace, Florida area, and they came into your office, what type of an experience could they expect to receive?
Well, I think we're going to have the what you call the red carpet experience in our office. I went from a huge practice, seeing 50 to 70 patients a day with 22 employees, and now I just see one patient, one at a time, by myself. So it's a very small office, about 450 square feet. It's decorated very well. There's nice colors. There's always nice music, nice smells in there. There's very little waiting time. We're sitting knee to knee in a consultation you're talking about. So having a very personal interview about what's going on. And the biggest thing I want to know with a patient is, what your concerns are, what is it you want to be able to accomplish, or what are you worried about avoiding? So we can find some common ground and figure out how we can develop some strategies to fix those things.
I like how you said it's a red carpet approach, and it's great. You're getting back to the way physicians used to be, where it truly was one-on-one. So it's a great experience for the patients that are going to come in to see you. So now, Dr. Miller, regarding your particular expertise in both chiropractic and in functional medicine, how does your practice differ from others in the area?
Well, I think the average person that goes to most chiropractors are musculoskeletal based, and I often see those people. I see patients with all kinds of joint pain, headaches, back pain, migraines. So, and there are many chiropractors that have nutritional practice, but I'm really looking at that patient, the totality of that patient from a neuromusculoskeletal viewpoint, from an endocrine standpoint, hormonally, what's happening with their organs, how old are they, what's the hormonal influence, and I'm also looking at ergonomic factors. So I'm really looking at all these things, timing. I'm looking for aspects of where I'm using the background and from chiropractic, acupuncture, naturopathy, and my aging regenerative medicine. So I think I can give a better, more well-rounded evaluation to a patient and come up with a better, more complete solution for them.
Well, that's great. And I guess another question, the age variance in the practice from, younger children to older adults, do you see different, age brackets in your practice as well?
I do. I used to see a lot younger. I think probably I see now patients more middle-aged, because I think we start to see more problems middle-aged and beyond. But I see problems with young girls. Once they start having a menstrual cycle, they're having a hormonal problem. That's something that we can fix. Infertility problems, in younger people. We think of girls only have hormonal problems, but sometimes boys do too, as we talked about earlier. If they have a gynecomastia or they look more feminized earlier, they may be having a problem that they're converting their testosterone into estrogen, and that can be fixed at an earlier age so that they don't face problems very early in their 30s that most of us don't have challenges with maybe till we're 60s.
Yeah, well, that's great, because that truly leads me into the next question, because again, we discussed the fact that you cover so many different topics in your office. Now, if someone watching that, we've talked about when you bring in new patients, there's something special that you offer just because they're going to watch this. What is that special deal that you'll offer to any new patient that comes in from watching this video?
Well, we're going to do a 50% off. Normally, my consultation fee is $105 for a patient for a consultation or exam. And we're going to give everybody 50% off with this. So it'd be $52.50 to sit down, and that gives up to an hour of my time to talk about and examine and evaluate whatever a person has a need for.
Well, I can say, just because of our conversations that we've had today and in the past, that hour of your time is going to be one of the most important hours that a patient can spend with you. So now, Dr. Miller, how do our viewers contact you if they're interested in taking you up on this phenomenal offer?
Well, just like on the screen, my phone number is 813-774-3744, or you can go and contact me through my website, www.drkellymiller.com. There's actually a place that patients can sign up there, and we have newsletters. So there's a wealth of information. There's a couple of books worth of information on my website about various conditions and treatment of them.
Well, excellent. Well, Dr. Miller, it's been a true pleasure speaking with you today. And for those that are viewing this, if you're in the Temple Terrace, Florida, or the greater Tampa Bay area, and you're looking for a chiropractor or a naturopathic physician, please make sure to look up Dr. Kelly Miller and Miller Clinic for Optimal Health. And I want to thank you all again for watching, and stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll bring you continued healthy living tips from another top doc.
It's good talking with you as always, Dr. Barron, and you have a great day.